Dear friends, good evening. Today we are going to talk about one important transit, which is the Rahu Ketu transit for 2000, from 2022 to 2023. So Rahu and Ketu already transitioned on April 12th. Rahu into Aries Kurtika Nakshatra and Ketu Visakha Nakshatra. So they will last in these signs till October 2023. So what it means to each ascendant and moon sign. So let us try to understand at a mundane level, what does it mean? So Rahu in Aries sign. So basically, Rahu is a planet of airy energy. So that's why he co-lords this Aquarius sign. So Aries is fiery sign. So Rahu is not comfortable in Aries actually, because of there is a lot of conflict between fire and airy energies. So what happens when you blow air into fire? So it blazes. So that's what the reaction of Rahu in Aries. But depending on the dignity of Rahu in individual chart, the result varies from person to person, ascendant to ascendant, and moon sign to moon sign. So the point here is Rahu, wherever he transitions, he brings new energy, unknown energy. It's a foreign planet. So he creates obsession, he creates uncertainty. There is no end to desire. That's the kind of energy Rahu shows. So Rahu is cunning, Rahu is lust. So coming to each moon sign, for Aries, Rahu, for Aries moon sign, for Aries moon ascendants, it's a Kalasarpa dosha, Kalasarpa yoga. It is called Kalasarpa yoga. So the axis of Rahu Ketu, basically Rahu being in first house, their ascendant moon sign, and Ketu being in seventh house. So this creates some kind of confusion, perplexion in these people's life. Initially, the lack of decision making, some kind of unknown weird energy bothers them during initial days of this transit. So another thing here is Rahu is in a sign where Sun actually exalts. So definitely Rahu is a equal and opposite peer to bitter enemy to Sun. So it's not easy to for Rahu to implement his agenda, because the sign lord Mars also is enemy, because Mars is the best friend of Sun. But still Rahu is the most powerful planet out of all the 9 planets. So he does whatever he is supposed to do in his transit. So during this time, especially these people, they take a lot of risks in life. They have to make an assessment before they make any big decisions. That is one thing. Ketu in 7th house, the mental and physical health of partner may not be satisfactory. Some past events related to partner may bother these people. And also for people who are not married, so there is a lot of uncertainty. They won't be in a position to decide whether the person they came across, they found, is the right person or not to marry. Or people who are already in relationship, they may break up. And coming to people working in MNC companies, so these people need to deal with new advanced technology, new clients. Their daily work is to deal with foreigners, because Rahu is a foreign energy. For people who want to go to abroad, so this is the right time for them. So coming to Taurus, so Rahu is positioned in 12th house and Ketu is in 6th house. So 12th house Rahu, so expenses outweigh income. So it is very tough for them to gain a control over their expenses during this time. And people working in MNC companies, so this is a good time, because 12th house indicates MNC, foreign companies, foreigners. So Rahu is a foreign energy, so they'll be able to find opportunities in MNC companies. And also Rahu in 12th house, like because 12th house is a subconscious mind, so the Rahu's characteristics may bother, trouble these people. So these people may feel sleeplessness on certain days when Rahu is strong. Ketu in sixth house makes a person very famous, popular in his community, family. It is very good for health, fighting against enemies, and service. So this is the time these people use Ketu energy to serve others through spirituality. And coming to Gemini, this is a great transit for them, 11th house Rahu. The income increase, they see earning through multiple lines, multiple professions. People who are working, they may do another job or some part-time work, or they may do some consulting, or they may do a totally different business. They'll see multiple lines of income during this transit. So Ketu is in fifth house for them. So fifth house is kind of creativity, but Ketu in fifth house makes a person attracted to gambling. Ketu also known for mantra, yantra, tantra, vidya. So these people may develop interest in occult during this time. And people who want to seek astrology, learn astrology, this is the best time. Fifth house Ketu gives very good intuition power to grasp the concepts of astrology. So for Gemini people, so they find lot of success in every walk of life, especially people who are in business, working in MNC companies or in a private sector. And also they gain assets, they gain through networking, friends. Their biggest strength is connecting with a network of people and make money, and they become famous, popular, rich during this time. For Cancer, Rahu in 10th house. So 10th house deals with name, fame, career, and father's property, father's speech, father's family. So these are the areas that will be in limelight for these people. So career will be good during this time. They find enough opportunities, they get recognized. And for Ketu is in fourth house. So this is a bit worrisome transit, because fourth house is called Sukhasthana, a house of peace and pleasures, home, mother, vehicles. So Ketu means like it's a kind of a planet of no action because of his tamoguna nature. So these people have to put some extra effort to take care of the energies governed by fourth house, like to take care of mother, to buy something, and to own a vehicle, assets, and to have some kind of happiness at home. These people have to strive a lot. So for Leo, Rahu would be in ninth house and Ketu would be in third house. So Rahu in ninth house makes a person devoid of that spiritual dharmic nature. So these people, they become more fancy and modern this time, and they have to keep a tab on their father's health. This is good for students who want to pursue higher education at overseas, and people may go for long distance travel, because ninth house is long distance travel. And Ketu, the position of Ketu in third house is good, but of course malefics work very well in third house. So Ketu in third house may create some kind of fear, but because third house is house of communication and younger siblings. So spirituality basically is a platform through which these people connect with a wide range of network of friends, people, relatives. They talk about spirituality, they spread spiritualism. And coming to Virgo, so Rahu transitioning 8th house. So unexpected, all of a sudden changes, ups and downs in marital life. People who are yet to be married, so it's wait for them to wait till at least another 6 months, till their Jupiter gets strong. For Ketu in second house is good for people who are in occult practice, astrology, vastu. They make very good sound money during this time. But second house Ketu like makes a person detached from the family, because Ketu represents past and already achieved. So, and also the kind of these people they reflect certain kind of maturity and that spiritual nature when they talk with others during this time. So people who want to learn, teach astrology, so basically this is a good time. For Libra, it's a Ketu in their ascendant, moon sign, and Rahu being in seventh house. So this is the time when these people worry about their past. That is one thing. They are in some kind of fear and some kind of illusion. So they are not in a position to understand whether whatever they are handling, that energy is real or it's a kind of illusion. So Rahu in seventh house, it's a good for people who are into business, IT consulting, technology, who deal with foreign import and export business. But the health of spouse may not be satisfactory during this time. So the partner may be overly demanding during this time. So you may find a spouse or a partner that hail from a very good sound financial background, and these people, Libra ascendant and moon sign people, they need to take care of their health during this transit. For Scorpions, yes, Rahu is in sixth house. It's a great time for them. Makes these people courageous, victory over enemies, recognition at service, outstanding career. But they may need to take care of their health also, because Rahu is in Mars house. So Mars is for related to agitation and blood fluctuations, BP, low BP, high BP, blockages in the veins. So these people need to take care of their health. Ketu is sitting in the 12th house, which is good, because 12th house is is called moksha sthanas also, like which indicates liberation, self-sacrifice, serving others. So they can use this energy to explore spirituality. For Sagittarius, Rahu is in 5th house. So people who are trying for children, yeah, this is the time for to expect things to be fruitful. Ketu in the 11th house, which is good. So name, fame, and gain through social networking. A lot of people, lot of friends, gain through friends. 5th house Rahu, like these people, they become very creative. Even people who are of elderly age, old age, they try to use WhatsApp, social media. They become active on social networking. So 5th house also deals with gambling. Rahu in 5th house, people who are into stock markets, they need to be extra careful. So overall, this is a kind of mixed results for these people. For Sagittarius, Ascendant, Moon sign people, Ketu is very favorably positioned. That is a big plus point for them. For Rahu, like if they are into business or into technology, they have to do some sort of some advanced learning, and they want to try something new. Then they will be successful. And for Capricorn, Rahu in 4th house, the house of pleasures, where Rahu is comfortable, because Rahu is known for material pleasures also. But the health of mother may not be satisfactory during this time. So these people may buy new home or renovate. They spend quite a good amount of money investing in properties or buying home, renovating it, buying luxurious vehicles. Ketu in 9th house for them. So again, 9th house is for father, spirituality, higher learning. So Ketu does well in 9th house. So they can leverage this energy to move forward. For Aquarius, so sorry, for Sagittarius, for for Capricorn, the Ketu is sitting in the 10th house. So 10th house is career, dharma. So this is the time they feel very low in their job. So they need to put extra effort. Actually, they, like, wherever Ketu is there, like, people lose interest in the areas governed by that particular house. So because Ketu is in their 10th house, they may not show interest in career growth. They need to put extra effort. And also 10th house is related to deeds. Uh, so Ketu in 10th house will make this person to perform some pitru karmas, visiting pilgrimages, and take a holy dip. So this is about 10th house case Ketu. For Aquarius, Rahu in third house, which is very good, raise in income, a lot of opportunities, and through effort and initiation, they'll be able to find new avenues and become successful. So third house is also house of courage. So Rahu does very well here, and Ketu in their ninth house, so which is spirituality, religion, father, guru, advanced learning, so travel, long distance travel. So as far as spirituality is concerned, like Ketu does very well in the ninth house, and these people, they often go for pilgrimage. They feel like going to pilgrimages, visit shrines, take a holiday. And third house Rahu is a very extremely good transit for these people. For Pisces, Rahu is in second house, house of expenses, family, speech. So these people may get harsh in their speech, and things at home, they are not at peace. Like a lot of quarrels, ups and downs in marital life or family life. So, but Rahu in second house also makes a person spendthrift, very hard to save money for these people. The expenses rise. And Ketu gets into 8th house, which is house of occult. Of course, Ketu does well. So when these people really incline towards spirituality, occult, Kundalini, if they find some guru and follow some practices, so that will help them to develop some positivity. So friends, this is my analysis about Rahu Ketu transit for 2022-23. If you like the video, please click on the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.